I was wiping down the counter of my little repair shop when the door slid open with a hiss. Dust blew in first, followed by a tall figure wrapped in midnight blue silk and adorned in golden rings that shimmered under the artificial lights. Her skin was pale silver, her eyes glowing faintly violet. Every step she took echoed with the authority of someone who didn't hear no very often. The others in the market square stopped to stare. Some bowed. Others hurried away. But I just kept cleaning. I didn't care much for status. The wealthy didn't usually come to this backwater moon unless they were lost or looking to own something they didn't understand. She came right up to my shop's counter. "You are the human fixer," she said, her voice smooth and imperious. Not a question. "Yeah," I replied, not looking up. "I fix things." She scanned the shelves, the half-disassembled engines, the mismatched tools. Then her eyes rested on me. "I'm buying everything here," she said. I finally looked up. "The repair shop?" "The entire block," she replied. "Shops, streets, air above it. I've already spoken to the station master. The credits have transferred." I blinked. "You're serious?" Her lips curled slightly. "Does it look like I'm in a habit of joking?" I leaned on the counter. "All right then. Congratulations. You own a dusty street full of worn-out tech and people who mostly just want to be left alone." "I do not care for things," she said. "I came for something else." I crossed my arms. "What's that?" "You." The word hung in the air like a thunderclap. I laughed, half in disbelief. "You're buying me?" She tilted her head. "I have purchased everything. You are part of this place. By default, you are included. Lady, I'm not for sale." She stepped closer. "Everything has a price. Human, you fix things. I need someone who can fix me." That shut me up. She reached into her cloak and pulled out a smooth black device, cracked, humming with unstable energy, a high-grade memory core. Forbidden tech on most colonies. "I'm sick," she said softly, the authority in her voice fading into something more vulnerable. "There's a fracture in my neural lattice. This contains my original personality mapping. It's corrupted. I need it restored." I stared at the core. "If that breaks, it takes your mind with it." "I know. And you want me to repair your soul?" She didn't smile. "Can you?" I looked at the core again. "Damage, yes, but not impossible. Complex, dangerous. And if it failed, she'd lose herself. Maybe worse." "I can try," I said. She placed it on the counter gently, like it was her heart. "Then I give myself into your hands." For hours, I worked, tools dancing across memory threads and psychic interfaces. Every flicker of static was a risk. Every deep scan pulled up strange symbols, alien code encrypted with emotions I couldn't even name. And the whole time, she sat nearby in silence, watching me, trusting me. When I finally sealed the last crack in the lattice and reintegrated the final segment, she exhaled slowly, like she'd been holding her breath for years. She blinked, and something in her gaze shifted. Softer, clearer. "I remember now," she said. "Before all this, before the money, before the empires." "You're different," I said. She nodded, more myself. Then she did something that shook me more than anything else she'd done. She smiled, not a royal smirk or a satisfied grin. A real, grateful smile. "You gave me back what I thought I'd lost forever," she said. "And I was wrong earlier." "About what?" "You aren't part of what I bought." She stepped closer. "You're something I can't buy. Something I owe." She reached into her cloak again and drew out a small crystal badge marked with her family's crest. "This grants you protection and access to any resource under my name," she said. "Anywhere, any planet. You are now under my house's banner. I stared at it. This is noble status. Higher, she said. You're not a subject. You're my equal now. By my decree. I took the badge, unsure if I should even be touching it. Why me? I asked. I'm just a fixer on a dust rock moon. Because you looked me in the eye when everyone else bowed, she said. Because you saw me as a person when all others saw power. And because I dreamed of a place like this and a person like you before I ever became what they made me. She turned to go, then paused. I'm leaving in the morning, she said. You're free to stay. I didn't answer right away. But that night, I sat in the quiet shop, holding the crest, thinking about her words. When dawn came, I was already waiting at her ship. She smiled when she saw me. You came. Only for the paycheck, I joked. Liar, she said, but there was warmth in her voice. As the ship rose into the stars, I looked back at the dusty street I used to call home, and then forward toward a future I never saw coming. All because the richest woman in the sector walked in one day and said, I'm buying everything here, and that includes you.